Welcome back to Wicked Banter. I'm Yukta, and in last week's episode, we talked about dating culture in Gen Z and dating apps. And if you have not watched it yet, what are you doing? Click the link in the description or click right here. It's that easy. Today, we have an industry expert coming in, Mr. Mandar Natekar, who is an investor in the dating app called Sparkles. So let's get his opinion on the same, and let's get started with this interview.
So basically, after spending more than 2 decades in a corporate career, um, I was not sure whether I wanted to do this anymore. But at the same time, I was also not sure about what to do next. So I was in that whole flux, right? So I thought I'll take a chill sabbatical and just observe the world around me. But one of my peers from the industry, she was developing this dating app, and I was anyway mentoring her for many things. So she said, since you're not doing anything, why don't you join me full time on this and become a co-founder? So I said, okay, this is a great way to learn something new, something exciting, something totally different from what I've done before. So that's when I decided to kind of loop in, and it was a nice, fun joyride. Got to learn a lot of things, great experiences. But ultimately, this was not something that I wanted to do. So I was just kind of, biding time, right, till I found something. So after a while, after I helped her set up things in the US, I exited the company saying, let my investment be, but I don't want to be involved in an active role anymore. So that's how that journey ended. See, at that point of time, one really had to work hard to get a date. See, what happens is and this is something which is true even now, in the Western world, may I buy you a drink? Or, can I get you a coffee? Is a perfectly legit way of initiating the conversation to have a date or start a dating process. I mean, see what happens is if you go and approach a girl, hey, can I buy you a drink? 100 times over 100, she's going to laugh at you. Then she's going to whisper into her friend's ears and laugh at you back. And that totally demoralizes the guys. So guys just stay back, right? And hence the process doesn't start. It becomes very convoluted. It becomes very difficult because there is no easy way out. And also, important thing is men in particular in India do not know how to take a no. They do not know how to accept rejection. So when you couple these things together, it becomes a dead on arrival situation. During our time, there were not too many choices, right? I mean, where could
Yeah.
you meet a girl? You could meet a girl in college, or you could meet a girl in office. After that, there would be very restrictive environment. Today, let's see your entertainment needs. You have Netflix, नहीं तो Prime Video, नहीं तो Sony Live, नहीं तो Hotstar, नहीं तो something else. Too much of options, right?
Yes,
Similarly,
we
in the
do.
dating space, way too many options. And where does then it stop? You never going to find the perfect girl or boy. There will always be somebody who's better looking, better behavior all the time. So where does the search stop? So what happens today is because of these dating apps and easy access to each other, there is a cognitive overload, too much information, and too many choices. So you keep swiping because you are having fun, right? Oh, so many people have liked me, so many people have matched. But what have you done about it? You've done nothing. And you're just chasing, you go on 3 dates and you feel, yeah, maza nahi aaya, let me figure out the next girl or the next boy, and the next and the next. And where does that stop? Because I can tell you from my experience, wherever you go, you will always find somebody who's better looking or better turned out than who you currently have. Where will that stop? I was on Tinder, I was on Bumble, I was on Hinge, and I saw. I mean, even though I very clearly put in my description that I'm married and I'm a co-founder and all of that, but I still got a lot of matches. So clearly, women didn't care whether I was married or not. today people are so lonely and they crave company that they're
Yeah.
okay to kind of find any option that comes their way who seems like is a good option.
Thank you, Mandar sir, for providing us with such great insights. We would love to see you in the studio someday. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video, as well as follow our socials, Bear Wicked Banter on YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. This was Bear Wicked Banter by Miles SoBA.